Todd and Julie Chrisley reveal plans for very different new TV show. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Todd and Julie Chrisley have never been strangers to the spotlight. For years, their lives were a household fascination thanks to their hit reality series, Chrisley Knows Best. Audiences became hooked on Todd's sharp one-liners, Julie's calming presence, their children's antics, and the Southern charm that made the Chrisley family both aspirational and relatable. Despite their current challenges and the controversies that have surrounded them, the couple has recently revealed that they are planning a very different kind of television show once they return to the screen. This revelation has set off waves of intrigue among fans and critics alike who are eager to understand what a new Chrisley project might look like in a very different landscape than the one they dominated for nearly a decade. For Todd and Julie, the road to television fame began in 2014 with the launch of Chrisley Knows Best on USA Network. The show pulled back the curtain on their lavish lifestyle in Atlanta and later Nashville, offering viewers an unfiltered look at their family dynamics. The series quickly grew into a flagship program for the network, spawning spin-offs such as Growing Up Chrisley and boosting the family's presence in pop culture. Todd's personality was the driving force of the show. Witty, outspoken, sometimes cutting but always captivating, Julie brought balance as the voice of reason, the steady matriarch who reminded audiences that behind the drama and extravagance there was a grounded family bond. Together, they built an empire that included media projects, endorsements, and a fan base that followed their every move. However, their reality television journey did not end as neatly as it began. Legal troubles, convictions, and prison sentences abruptly halted the family's trajectory. Instead of red carpet premieres and camera crews, Todd and Julie faced courtrooms and headlines that shifted the narrative from glamour to scandal, while their children stepped into new roles to carry on the family name, particularly Savannah through her podcast Unlocked. The absence of Todd and Julie left a gap that fans continued to feel. Yet now, in a surprising twist, the couple is signaling that their television story is far from over. Their vision for a new show is not a simple continuation of the brand they once built. According to their statements and hints shared through family updates, the new project will be drastically different in tone, style, and purpose. Where Chrisley Knows Best thrived on comedy, luxury, and the spectacle of wealth, their next venture is expected to dig deeper into themes of resilience, faith, rebuilding, and authenticity. Todd has expressed a desire to strip away some of the performative aspects of their old reality format and instead create something that feels more raw and reflective of who they are today. Julie has echoed this sentiment, noting that their experiences have reshaped their perspectives on fame, family, and purpose. The very idea of a reinvented Chrisley series is fascinating because it speaks to the evolution of reality television itself. In the years since their debut, audiences have grown more interested in unscripted shows that reveal vulnerability, struggles, and redemption arcs. The polished perfection of wealth-focused reality programming has given way to grittier, more emotionally driven narratives. By leaning into this trend, Todd and Julie have an opportunity to transform their reputation and carve out a new space where their story is not just about living large, but about surviving challenges and finding light in dark places. For viewers who followed the Chrisleys through their rise and fall, the thought of a new show brings a mix of curiosity and skepticism. Some question whether the public is ready to embrace them again, while others believe their comeback could be one of the most compelling reality narratives in recent memory. Todd has always been a master at commanding attention, whether through humor, drama, or sheer charisma. Julie's quiet strength makes her a powerful anchor for storytelling that emphasizes family unity and personal growth. Together, they could deliver a project that redefines their image and provides closure for fans who felt the abrupt cancellation of Chrisley Knows Best left too many questions unanswered. The new show, based on their revealed plans, may highlight how the Chrisleys rebuild their lives after hardship. It could focus on themes of forgiveness, second chances, and the everyday realities of adjusting to life outside of the spotlight. Rather than extravagant mansions and luxury vacations, viewers might see simpler moments that showcase their true resilience. Conversations about faith, healing, and the lessons they have learned could replace the carefully staged comedic arguments that once defined their episodes. This approach not only offers authenticity, but also aligns with a cultural shift toward content that feels meaningful and relatable. It is impossible to ignore the backdrop of controversy that colors their comeback. For many fans, the legal battles and convictions cannot be erased from memory. But in the world of entertainment, redemption stories have always held power. Reality television thrives on transformation arcs, and the Chrisley's journey from celebrated stars to embattled figures and back again could make for one of the most talked about returns in recent history. Their willingness to acknowledge mistakes, share their side of the story, and open up about how their experiences changed them could resonate with an audience that values honesty. Another key aspect of the new project is likely to be family involvement. The Chrisleys are not just a couple but a clan whose dynamics have long been at the center of their appeal. Fans will undoubtedly want to see how Savannah, Chase, Grayson, and Nanny Faye fit into the new vision. Each has grown and adapted in their own way since the end of Chrisley Knows Best, and incorporating their journeys could enrich the narrative of resilience and growth. Savannah has already proven herself a natural communicator through her podcast. Chase has developed his own entrepreneurial pursuits, and Grayson has matured in the spotlight of challenging circumstances. Nanny Faye remains a fan favorite whose humor and wisdom could add levity to a more serious format. Julie's role in the new show will also be of particular interest. Throughout their television run, she was often seen as the grounding force in the family, balancing Todd's larger-than-life personality with compassion and pragmatism. In the context of a new show that emphasizes transformation and authenticity, Julie's perspective will carry even more weight. She can offer insight into resilience, motherhood, and the ways faith has sustained her through difficult times. Audiences who admired her calm strength will likely gravitate toward her voice as she helps shape a narrative that feels redemptive rather than performative. The couple's ability to reinvent themselves will depend not only on the content of the show, but also on the platform that chooses to carry it. In an era of streaming dominance, networks and digital services are constantly seeking unique stories that can captivate viewers. A Chrisley comeback series could attract attention from both traditional cable outlets and streaming giants eager to capitalize on the built-in fan base and the buzz surrounding their names. How the show is marketed will play a major role in whether it is seen as an authentic new chapter or a desperate attempt to recapture past glory. What makes their revelation particularly compelling is that it comes at a time when many fans assumed the Chrisley television era was over for good. By signaling that they are not only interested in returning but in doing so with a dramatically different approach, Todd and Julie are rewriting expectations. They are no longer presenting themselves as flawless figures of luxury, but as real people who have faced setbacks and are willing to share their journey. This willingness to be vulnerable could be the key to their success in a television environment that values honesty over perfection. Critics may remain divided about whether audiences will accept the Chrisleys again, but history shows that television viewers are often drawn to stories of redemption. The same personality traits that once made Todd polarizing, his blunt honesty, his quick humor, his flair for drama, could now become assets in a format that focuses on resilience. Julie's steady presence will complement this by offering a softer, more reflective counterbalance. Together, they have the potential to deliver a show that is not only entertaining but deeply resonant. Ultimately, the Chrisleys' plans for a very different kind of television show highlight the complexity of fame, failure, and reinvention. Their journey illustrates how quickly fortunes can shift in the entertainment industry and how resilience can pave the way for new opportunities. Whether the public embraces their comeback remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Todd and Julie Chrisley have never been content to fade quietly into the background. Their determination to share their story on their own terms ensures that their presence in popular culture will continue to spark conversation. For longtime fans, the announcement represents hope that the Chrisley story is not ending but entering a new chapter. For skeptics, it raises questions about accountability, redemption, and the role of reality television in shaping narratives of public figures. Regardless of perspective, the couple's revelation has reignited curiosity and ensured that their names remain in headlines. As Todd and Julie prepare for what they describe as a very different kind of television project, they are stepping into uncharted territory. Gone are the staged comedic banters and glamorous portrayals of luxury. In their place may come a rawer, more emotional look at a family that has faced real trials and is ready to show the world how they rebuild. Whether the result is embraced or rejected will depend on how authentic their new chapter feels to viewers who have followed their story for years. But one truth cannot be denied. Todd and Julie Chrisley have a remarkable ability to captivate attention, and their plans for a new show may very well prove that their story is far from over. This website utilizes technologies such as cookies to enable essential site functionality, as well as for analytics, personalization, and targeted advertising. To learn more, view the following link. Privacy Policy. Todd and Julie Chrisley were released from federal prison on May 28 after receiving a pardon from President Donald Trump, and the couple is already planning new television projects. Speaking on an ABC News Studios special, which aired on Sunday, June 29, on Hulu and Disney+, and will be rebroadcast on Monday, June 30, on Good Morning America, the reality stars revealed they are planning to relocate to South Carolina to open up a hotel. You know, I think we will always have a presence in Nashville, but I have a pull for Julie and I to go back to South Carolina, to Charleston, to that area. And we have plans for what we want to do, Todd said, per People. We have hopes of acquiring a hotel, a mansion, there that we are going to convert into a hotel, and we're going to create a show around that. But that isn't the only TV project the Chrisleys have in the works. Todd also confirmed Lifetime is currently filming a docuseries about his family, which began recording as soon as he and Julie got home from prison. The Lifetime series actually began filming before Trump pardoned the stars of Chrisley Knows Best. The show was set to revolve around Todd and Julie's children, including their daughter, Savannah Chrisley, who had become the legal guardian of her younger siblings, Grayson and Chloe, while her parents were incarcerated. We had been filming, and we had just wrapped filming for all intents and purposes, Savannah Chrisley revealed during Todd's May 30 press conference. And then we got the call that they had been pardoned, so we picked right back up. As for Savannah, she revealed during the ABC News Studios special that she'll be moving out of the family home now that her mom and dad are back. I'm moving into a condo, she shared. And my parents are like, aren't you gonna miss the house? And I'm like, no. I'm not gonna miss landscapers. I'm not gonna miss pool people. I have learned that a house is not a priority to her, Todd chimed in. Maintenance is not a priority to her. No, I was raising kids, Savannah quipped before recalling what her dad said when he first returned to the Nashville home after his 2-year stint in prison. He comes in and is critiquing everything in the house. I was literally fighting for y'all for 2.5 years and raising kids. I think the floors are fine. Todd and Julie were released from prison on Wednesday, May 28, after being pardoned by President Trump. The reality TV couple had previously been convicted of bank and tax fraud, with Todd sentenced to 12 years at FEC Pensacola and Julie given a 7-year sentence at FMC Lexington. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.